What's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another Black Desert mobile video. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you really liked the very first video. Quick shout outs. I am going to be doing probably one more Dragon Blades video, and that'll be it. And hopefully, it's a nice one. But we're back here with some more Black Desert mobile. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how to prepare for your camp, and most importantly, where to get seeds from. Because as I said before, whenever you're in your camp and you have workers, you're going to need food to help prepare for all of your upgrading your building and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and see where we can get some seeds from. Now, most towns you go to, you should be able to get seeds, but I have it saved on my location here where I can show you to where we can go to. So we're gonna go to the bottom one right here, my safe zone turf. We're gonna go there, and then I have it marked to where you can actually go to where the seeds are. Now I'm right here. Now if you see on the mini map right here, you see, I'm gonna back up a little bit. Actually, no, you're fine. You see right here where it says shop, that's the icon symbol you're looking for whenever you are trying to go find seeds. So let's click on here, and as you see on the left hand, you have wheat, pumpkin, garlic, strawberries, paprika, and improved weight seed, which you have to level up your camp to do that, which is why this is so important. Level 5 tier camp to level up your camp. But when you first start, you should be able to have all these seeds from here on up, and these seeds are important. You click on them, it tells you the harvest time, 1 minute to grow, gain 6 food from harvest. Right here, take 10 minutes, gain 33. Take 3 hours, get 300. Take 8 hours, get 600. 20 hours, 1,350. So generally, you want to buy every seed that's right here. Just buy, like, usually what I do, like, I have plenty in my inventory somewhere. Like, I have a lot of seeds. I have 50,000 peppers. I have 2,000 sunflowers. 8,000 of those seeds, and I'll probably be getting more seeds soon myself. I have more too, but it's just an example to show you should be getting these seeds, so when you go to your camp you can garden, and I'll show you how to do that. So it's very important. Now here, this is from any area where farms are. As you see, it says farm right here on my map under the turf right there. You want to go to this area for seeds. Now, any other town you go to, as long as you find somebody with this shop icon, you will be able to get your seeds. So, and right here, you can teleport to the nearest town or save your current location for easy return. You want to make great use of this, because most of these areas right here are farming areas. I'm going to probably just stick to one farming area as I get to other important areas. I'm going to go to each one and figure out what's the best farming area out of these 3. The one at the very bottom is not a farming area. That's what we currently are. The other 3 is. And then you have your Everfrost and then your Morning Light, which order you're currently in. To note, whenever you get level 60 and up, it's going to take a while for you to grind your experience. So you want to get to great farming areas to grind and keep questing and stuff like that. You'll be able to get that established. Now, as you quest and go through the game, you will be able to get lots of materials for your camp. And just like I showed you on the first video, when you get on, you want to try to at least like forage or mine, or do anything of those natures, because that will allow you to get prepped for your camp. And as you're questing early on in the game, you kind of want to do these things, especially your logging. You're gonna need a lot of logs. I use a lot of logs when I am upgrading my camps. You're going to use a lot of that. You're going to a lot of logs and a lot of food. So you definitely want to go around and go to many different trees. You cannot go to the same tree because it is on a cooldown system. It doesn't show you, but after I log here, I'm going to go back to that tree and I'm going to show you. Your pets are very useful, so make sure, we'll talk about that as well. When you're farming, they give you a lot of loot. But as you see, I logged from this tree literally a second ago, and now it's telling me I cannot re-go to it. It's on the cooldown system. I go back to this one that I just did. It is on a cooldown system. So make sure you just go around to different trees and log different bushes, different rocks, whether they're big rocks or small rocks. Make sure you're going to different forms of rocks and all that stuff, so you can be sure that you are maximizing the amount of logging and timing and of that sort. So make sure you're doing that to prepare for your camp. You should get materials through all of the quests that you're doing. Here and there you'll get some. I'm going to be trying to find a shop for you guys eventually so I can do that. But for the most part, you're going to want to just go through the game quest, learn the story, get your gear, get money, and then get ready for your camp. Because really, you don't really need to necessarily spend money on resources. You can if you want to, or you can just let your crew do it. That is solely up to you if you want to do that. I didn't add that to this video because at this moment it's not really necessary. Because when you're first starting, you're going to be questing. You're going to get your camp. You're going to have, you're not going to have a lot of workers when you first start. So, but yeah, I will see to it and try to find a camp. I will see to it to try to find an area where they do sell like logs and stuff like that. So therefore it can be very helpful in this video. But what I'm doing right now is I am doing more stuff for my camp. You do have a stamina bar as your character does this. 5 stamina goes away from 270. As you level up higher, your stamina will increase. So as you see, I'm not really forming a lot of I'm not doing a lot of mining right now because I mostly need wood. I got a little over 4K, and that's not really very much at all. I can burn that in like 1 or 2 builds. So, but you definitely want to kind of run around and look for different areas so you can go ahead and start doing your farming for your camp. It's very important if you can actually start doing that early on in the game. So when it's time for you to start your camp, and if you get it early, at least you'll have lots of materials still because they can sit in your bag waiting for you to be used. So please be sure to do that I didn't even go out of the city. As you're doing your thing, you want to be sure that you're constantly always doing that. Try to stay in your town. Try to stay in your town or your city, and just constantly run around the areas you see on my screen to try to make sure you're able to farm quite a bit. Right now, we're actually in a city area where people need help, and I'm trying to find areas to where I can go out of the city too and go to different areas and actually be a lot easier. But you want to find different spots, therefore you can log quite a bit, mine quite a bit. I'm pretty sure there's special areas in the game for that as well. Again, I just started playing. I haven't had an incredible amount of time to really sit down and pinpoint areas. I'm kind of just farming and going and learning. So but that's what we're doing. But you want to do this literally every day when you get on and or before you get off, to constantly keep doing this so you can actually prepare yourself for your camp. And even when you get your camp, you can still do this as well if you don't want to spend cash. I mean, it's really up to what you're trying to do. You get a crap ton of silver in this game, so there really shouldn't be much of an issue. And again, your camp is going to ask you to go mine, to go forge, and to go log. It's going to tell you to do that because I just recently had a quest today that a guy on my camp told me to go mine yourself 15 times, and I did that today and finished the quest. So be sure you are doing this. It does increase your levels and stuff like that of mining and all that good stuff as well. So constantly keep doing that with your character, and that should help you out very much as well. Now let's go to the camp. So we're here at my camp. Now my camp is pretty big, and I can add more stuff here if I want to. Let's go ahead and get all that done for here. They're gonna get sent back, and we're gonna send them back to go ahead and get some more wood. So I have 12 workers going. I'm gonna talk to this guy real quick. I feel happy when I see you. May I stay a little longer? So people are really happy in my town. But like I said, the most important thing you want to do, first and foremost, is make sure you level up your town hall. I said this in the first video, but you want to level up your town hall. Your town hall affects a lot of what you do. You see this right here at the very bottom. I need 8,778 pieces of log. I have 4,356, and that's just for the town hall. I haven't gotten to the food storage or the blacksmith section yet, so let's go over there real quick so I can see how much I need there, just to show you the importance of this. So I have just enough. I have enough food, enough silver, and I have enough wood and enough stone to do so. But as you see, I have over 16,000, I guess, metals or stones or whatever, over 20,000 grass, and you will use that for other things as well. Grass is actually pretty important. And then my wood is the less, my log is the less that I have. So that's why you kind of want to be farming a lot for your logs. And I will be looking to go ahead and finding an area to where I can just buy a bunch too. So I'm pretty sure there's got to be an area where you can do that in the game to do so, to buy that. But whatever your town hall says, the requirements that you want to focus on. So your food storage is very important. Your refinery, your stable, your lotting, your alchemy lab, your blacksmith, and your ranch, you want to level up those. Now, each one of those are actually very, very important. Now, your pub is where you can go hire workers. You know, eventually, whenever you get more loggings and level up your town hall, you're going to want to be able to hire workers down here. And then you have your little metals up here that allows you to hire your workers. I can't hire any right now, I don't think. Yeah, it's because my log is upgraded to hire more workers. But for me to do that, I have to level up my town hall. As you see here, requirements town hall tier 5. I have to go level 5. I'm at level 4. So it's so important that you level up all of your things. You can exchange your stuff here. Well, I haven't talked about that yet. That's like a whole different video. But your basic crafting systems here, which is why you want your alchemy lab, because you can craft stuffs. So you can craft stamina potions, large HP potions, medium potions. You can craft, materials here. You need the materials to do so. What are these? Yeah, my boulders. You can craft all kinds of stuff here. Once your laboratory goes a lot higher, you can craft a lot more here. And I'm pretty sure it all changes and stuff like that as well. Then your alchemy store, which I haven't really messed with too much, but it is very important that you mess with those things in order for you to do your crafting and stuff like that as well. Your food storage is actually very important too, because you get to store your food here. I can add more food to my chamber if I want to. You can store your food here. You can save your food. I got milk. I got fresh eggs. I got other here because of my ranch. My ranch up here. I have some animals down there. I got a couple of chickens and sheep that I get eggs and stuff from. So your food storage is very important too, because you can store your food there and you upgrade and then you go up. So that's very important that you do that. So you can kind of understand what's going on when it comes to that portion. And you want to upgrade your food storage because your food limit goes up, which is kind of very important. And as your town hall goes up, I'm pretty sure your food goes up as well. So make sure you want to level up your food storage. Your workshop, you don't need to worry about that. That's not too important at this present moment. Your thing right here, your lotting, support workers 2, max total workers 13. So I'll get another worker once I upgrade my logging. But I'm loading, but I have to do my town house first. So your pub, and then you have your refinery. And now your refinery right here is where you craft your black crystals and stuff like that. I haven't really done too much of black crystallings. I'll probably do separate videos about why these are so important individually, but for the most part, I'm just trying to tell you, what you should be focusing on your camp. And your town hall is basically telling you what you should be focused on anyway. So those are the very most important. So I'm going to take out my black crystals here, out of here as well. So you want to focus on that. You do get funds every day from your camp. I get a total of 800,000, so almost $1 million. You only get it once a day. As you update your town hall and your camp, you will be able to get more money from that. Your trade post is a lot different. We're not going to talk about that. Your storage, you can upgrade it. I have 75 here total. You can upgrade your storage as well. It'll cost you cash. You can get a free one, I remember as well, because I did get a free upgrading for free. But yeah, you can spend money or pearls or 40 or something of that sort. But you should be able to get a way to upgrade that because I've already paid for it. But you should be able to upgrade your storage. As you upgrade your storage, you will get to hold more. So it's very important that you do that, because if your backpack gets kind of full, you can just throw your stuff in your storage to kind of fix that problem. So, you definitely want to go ahead and make sure you upgrade your storage. As the town hall tells you what to do, you need to follow exactly what this is saying first and foremost before doing anything else, because this is going to improve so much of your stuff. And pay attention to the upgrade requirement, which is level 50. I'm level 63. So at some point, I'm not going to be able to upgrade my town hall until I reach an appropriate level. So, but for the most part, you'll be able to upgrade quite a bit of things as well. Your blacksmith shop, I haven't really did too much here, but you can gear awakening here if you want to do that as well. I haven't did too much of the gear awakening yet, but you can do that as well here. You can exchange weapons by going to the shop here. You have to do a couple of things for your supplements or your main weapons. Again, I haven't gotten too much into that, but we'll do more stuff here. And you can also forge gears, but that's a whole different thing. And then your basic crafting, which is here. So you can craft your stuff for basic stuff here. This is where you will need your grass and stuff like that. We're going to do like separate videos for all of these. I'm just kind of adding it into the camp to kind of show you why you should be farming and getting stuff outside and stuff like that, because you're going to have to you're going to need a lot of your materials to do this. So that's why I'm kind of showing you here your expedition, the gateway. We'll do a lot of cool things here. This is pretty cool. You get to go in here and get farming materials from your vaults. You get to go, oh wait, I can't go there yet. I have to equip the gatekeeper quest, but you can go to your ruins. You can fight these guys literally every day in your camp, I think, as much as you want, or as a requirement for it. As long as you pay for it, you get to jump inside and fight them and get extra gears. And this is in your camp, by the way. This is not outside somewhere else. The rush board, your rush board allows you to fight bosses every day here, as long as you use you exchange your black pearls. You're able to fight bosses and stuff here as well, and kind of learn their knowledge and stuff like that or whatever. Actually, he's level 78, so I fought him quite a bit. So you're kind of fighting people and stuff like that. I did not claim my reward for that, but each bosses can do something different. You can claim your rewards as you're fighting them. So it's kind of cool that you kind of pay attention to that as you're fighting your bosses. They all give you different things, and as you get your camp, you'll see that. So you can always enter in there and fight and stuff like that as well. Your ancient relic altar, I'm not gonna really talk about that. And then your ranch. Your ranch is pretty cool. I just put some goats because they give me milk, and I put a couple of chickens in there. They will allow you to get more food and stuff like that in your camp. And then the most important thing that I did not talk about is your garden, and we'll talk about that here in a second. So yeah, your food storage, you want to always upgrade your town hall and then upgrade everything else that is required for it. Now, when you garden, you can only have 2 gardens as of right now. And how to get your farm, you want to go to build. Now, whenever you do your tutorial, it's going to tell you about this. So I can build another login. I'm not going to build another one of those right now. But, I can build a a trade workshop. And then as I'm completing the main quest and side quest, you'll be able to get different things within your camp. So it's very important that you go ahead and build, but you can only get 2 so far, 2 gardens. So you have a garden here, you want to tap on it and it says manage. So tap on here, go to manage, and it says plant. And then these are all my seeds. So I have carrot seeds, sunflower seeds, barley seeds, wheat seeds, tomato, potato, corn, grape seeds, fig seeds, onion seeds, hot pepper seeds, and paprika seeds. So I have tons of food here to plant. And basically what you want to do is you want to tap the one that you want, say garden, do it again, and then confirm, and confirm. Now you could do 3, you can do just 3 different types of seeds and have it all grow in the same time. And there's a timer there, and then there's the info, and then your garden size is not available, space is 0. So I don't think you can actually upgrade your garden because you have 2 there. And then we'll go ahead and put some more here too. Why not? We'll plant some more because they don't really give a lot of food to go ahead and garden. And now both my gardens are acting, so by the time I get back on, they'll both be ready to harvest. Your stable's actually pretty cool too. You can manage it. You have horses. You can actually what was that? So like, yes, you can breed your horses here. Desert, Everfrost. You have your horse skills by tier. Your storage full is 100% full. The horse is full. So feed until full. There's so many different things you can do. Mine's level 10, max level, tier 5, movement speed 71%. There can be better horses that you can get, 100%. So there's just so much stuff when it comes to your camp. We're going to kind of break everything down. But as far as getting your seeds for your town, I have over like 1 billion silver. I have over 16,000 food. You're gonna need a lot of more. But wood is definitely stupid important to have because you need a lot of wood for a lot of logs. For most of your building and stuff like that. And be sure to keep your workers happy. Always make sure you can greet them. Like at some point it says encourage all or greet all. Make sure you encourage all your workers, if they're exhausted. Let them know, hey, you guys are doing great. You can also greet them all too before they start working. Y'all can have a little chat. Make sure you take care of your workers, because they're out there busting their behinds for you. And you see, my workers are happy. Nobody's exhausting. Some people got smiling green faces. I'm not sure what that blue one up here is, but you can always encourage them. Like, hey, there we go. Encourage his loyalty is 70%. I need to get mine to 100%. So always, as they're working, always go by and encourage them. Let them know, look at that 100%. Check me out, 100%. Look at that. Always tell them, look at that 80%. Make sure you're always going by encouraging workers, telling them that they're doing a good job. Because they can tell you to go F yourself if they really wanted to. So 78%. So we need to get our workers encouraged up here, 100% here. Loyalty is perfect. Also, there's stats down here at the bottom too. Your workers also level up as well. So we'll talk about that as well. But loyalty 100%. So make sure you're taking care of your workers because they're working their behinds off for you. And I don't know where my character is. Oh, there she is. She's right there in between the town hall and to the trading post. Just sitting, kind of standing around. So yeah, make sure you're doing those things, guys, when you are in your camp. Focus on what your town hall wants you to upgrade first. Make sure you and your rush board, make sure you're going in there every day. Your camp will tell you that it is available. Go in there, fight your free bosses. Make sure you're going to your expedition gateway. Make sure you're doing your ancient ruins or you're hitting golden vaults and stuff like that in your camp. Just make sure you're getting all the resources from your camp. Make sure your workers are always doing something, helping you farm from your camp. And make sure when you're out and about in towns, or when you're questing, when you're starting, or before you're starting, kind of just make sure that you are farming for your camp, contribute because they're going to force you to do that so you can actually learn. So make sure you are doing that. either before or you get off. Either one. You can come on, go ahead and do a lot of foraging and logging and mining and then go quest, or you can quest for a little bit and get off, or you can do how like I do it. Like today was mostly just questing, but I did a lot of that earlier, and now I'm kind of just working a little bit on my camp. And usually, a couple of days later, I work on my camp. You're doing a lot of foraging, mining, logging, going through my camp, reading stuff, trying to figure out what's going on with my camp, what I want to upgrade next. I will show you where to get your livestock as well. I will show you where to get that from. I had to look it up myself because, again, they don't tell you a lot of things about this game. So we'll definitely be covering that very, very soon as well. And the dye shop's pretty cool too. I haven't really messed with my dye shop too much. You got your plates here you can craft. You need a lot of grass for those things. I haven't really messed with that yet. So max crafting spots 5, current number of workers 0, repeat task 1. So I'll have to really work on that as well. Your camp can hold a lot. I can put more stuff here. I can put more stuff there. I can put stuff here. So because I expanded my camp and stuff like that. So and your life banners and stuff like that. You'll have personal things to do that. Your camp information right here, your camp content. You can see what's going on all of these to trade goods. Make sure you keep a touch on that. You got your trading posts, which I haven't really did too much yet. I have managed wagon. I got some people on this somewhere, I think, right? Oh, you can also craft your wagons too. Look at that, 15,000 logs, 10,000, 50,000 grass. So your grass is definitely very needed. Mercenaries, I have 2 here. I'll put more here later. But yeah, all your resources are very important. And there's got to be a way where you can actually buy resources. I'm not sure if I haven't gotten available to me yet, but we'll definitely figure it out. And I'll definitely bring that to you. But yeah, just make sure you're doing all this stuff for your camp, guys. It is absolutely important. There isn't really too much to your camp. Just make sure you upgrade all the required things here. Most importantly, make sure you upgrade your storage and your food storage. Most importantly, keep those upgraded and your loggings and your town hall, and keep everything up, because your town hall is going to keep preventing you from further advancing everything. And plus, you got to make sure you get up in levels as well. Right now it's kind of slow on the grind right now, so just be very mindful when you're doing this, that you got to stay on the grind and be able to get out here and do what you're supposed to do in this game at this present moment. But that is today for this content. I just wanted to tell you guys about what you should be doing to prepare for your camp. I will be telling you how to get your livestock as well. I should have added that in this video, but that's kind of more of a personal preference. You don't really have to have livestock. It is really nice to have. And you see this little exclamation point right here on my camp that says 1. Offer relic. When you're playing, put your notifications on as well, so it can tell you like where you should go and go back to your camp. But anyways, guys, I hope you like this content, and I will see you for the next one, guys. Y'all have a good one. Peace.